Hello again. It's been a while. I've got my beard growing for No Shave November. It is, God, what day is it? It is Sunday before Thanksgiving. I'm gonna smoke some turkeys, and I took them out of the freezer and put them into the fridge on Friday night. But so far, they're still pretty solid. I might have to take them out and put them in water for a little bit and then put them back in the refrigerator just to get them started on defrosting, so to speak. For the brine, before I was so rudely interrupted, for the brine, I've got some work to do. I got to clean out these 5-gallon tubs. Hopefully one of the turkeys can fit in there. And I'll be putting the turkeys in the brine here and then back in the refrigerator. So now I have to work on cleaning this up because it's not the cleanliness of all tubs. It's got some dirt and stuff in the bottom. So we'll sanitize that, everything else. I thought I could put it in the dishwasher, but that's not going to work. So we'll see. Okay, I washed this twice, and then I wiped it down with some disinfectant wipes to make sure it was disinfected. So I think that should be ready for brine. It smells clean, so we'll see how that goes. Then I've got 2 turkey breasts and a turkey. I've taken those out, and I'll leave those in there for about an hour just to kind of get them started. Then I'll put them back in the refrigerator, and we'll go from there. Okay, it is Tuesday, early morning, and I'm headed to the grocery store. I figure going early in the morning might be the best bet since it's so close to Thanksgiving. To just gather a few more things, gather the fresh vegetables, the Brussels sprouts. I've got to get squash for Johan. Some other stuff, dishwashing soap. Make sure you get that because I'll be cleaning a lot of dishes here in the next couple of days. So anyway, off we go. Okay, that was relatively painless. It is very, I mean, the parking lot is relatively empty here, so there was no wait in line. I got through really quickly. The only thing I couldn't find was brine bags, so me and that bucket are gonna have to get more familiar with each other. I'm gonna have to clear out enough room in the fridge for a bucket to go into. So, which I will actually go home and work on right now. So, more later. Okay, starting the brine. I'm putting in the kosher salt. We got 1 cup of that. Half a teaspoon of the allspice berries. Half a teaspoon of the whole peppercorns. Actually, it should have been 1.5 teaspoons of allspice berries. And 1.5 teaspoons of the whole peppercorns. So we'll fix that real quick. Then move on to the ginger. God, a tablespoon of the whole peppercorn. So let's see, 1.5 teaspoons. The 1.5 teaspoons of the ginger to come. I'm getting this right. Okay, I got the dry mustard in there, or not dry mustard, ginger. God, I'm messing this up. 1.5 teaspoon. It's supposed to be candied ginger, but I can't. The store didn't have any candied ginger, so I just got the crushed ginger. And then half a cup of brown sugar. Okay, and then a gallon of chicken stock. And go ahead and turn this on. And we're going to bring that to a boil. Make sure all the salt and the sugar and stuff is, I guess, dissolved and saturated in. And then once we'll let it cool down to room temperature, put it in the fridge, and then later on we'll use it for our brine. along with a gallon of ice water. I did go ahead and add some rosemary and some sage to this as well, as far as dry ingredients. Now I'll be adding fresh rosemary and fresh sage to the aromatics that will stuff in the cavity of the bird, but I wanted to get this into the brine as well. Okay, it's starting to come to a boil. Y'all could smell it here. The ginger smells mixed with the chicken stocky, and oh, it smells great. I add a little bit of onion powder in as well, just for a little dash. Dogs are going nuts. They're watching things intently. Isn't that right, Lefty? Yeah, just give me food. So, now what I'm going to do is lower the heat. Actually, I'll just turn it off. Steam up the camera. We'll let it get to room temperature. Then we'll put it in the fridge. And I got to make room in the fridge. And then we'll put it in the brine. So tomorrow morning we can, smoke the turkeys. Okay, I've given it plenty of time to cool down to room temperature. I can set my hand on the side of the thing now. I bought the oven bags for a turkey to use instead, which fit pretty good around the brim of the bucket that I have. And then I made space. I took out one of the drawers in my refrigerator, so I'll be able to put those in there. Plus, I also I cut up all my sweet potatoes, so they're not cooked, they're still raw, but it should make it easier tomorrow. And then instead of mirepoix, I've got Trinity. Basically, I replaced the carrots with a bell pepper. So, because I'm going to use the chorizo in the dressing tomorrow too. So, so let's get started. Okay. The turkey is brining in there. I have a lid for this too, but unfortunately I was washing it and there's still an hour left. So it'll stay in there for an hour anyway by itself, but we'll see it in the morning. Well, good morning. I've got a severe headache this morning. So I'm starting a little bit later. It's 7 o'clock now than it did yesterday. I have to go back to the store. We'll see if it's as light as it was yesterday. I have to get more chicken stock and have to get more fresh herbs for the thing, because Rachel Ray told us to put these things in water, but in 2 days they seem to have gone rotten, so I'm gonna have to throw those out and get new ones for the aromatics of the turkey. Off we go. Well, once again, it is very, very light, so things went really quickly. So okay, back to the house and ready to start cooking. Okay, I took the turkeys out of the brine, washed them off, then I've peppered them. I didn't salt them because they were in brine all night. So now I've got the aromatic herbs that I just bought. I'm gonna cut up an onion and some apples and stuff them in the cavities, and then we'll go start the fire outside while these get to about room temperature. So here we go. Fire started. We'll let it heat up a little bit, add some more wood and some charcoal, and we'll get it to where it heats up, and then we'll put in the turkeys. In they go. I'm a little concerned about how I'm going to get that out. So this one has handles, but this one does not. It's a lasagna tray, but so we'll leave them in there for about an hour, and then we'll check on them. Just a word, I am using hickory to smoke the turkeys. It's not as harsh as mesquite. Mesquite can be a really astringent quality too, and for turkeys and chicken, that can lead to a really harsh tasting meat. So I like the hickory or the pecan. I prefer the hickory. I think it leads to a better tasting meat. So it's a beautiful day. It's about 65 degrees out here. So not a cloud in the sky. We'll see if the deer come visit me later on. Okay, what I've done, it's been a little while. Actually, it's been more than an hour. I put foil, made a little foil tint over each one of them. So we'll still get the smoke flavor, but it won't char the birds. It won't turn them black, which is not what we want. We want that golden look. So I'm going to rebuild the fire here a little bit. Add some more wood so get some good smoke going. There we go. So now I'm going to actually fix the Brussels sprouts. So first I'm going to actually boil these for about 5 minutes. Then we'll cook up the bacon and then cook the Brussels sprouts up in here with some roasted garlic olive oil. Should be good. So the bacon is in the pan. These are actually not on high, but hopefully that's room enough for them to boil, kind of part cook before I put them in here and cook them with the bacon bits. Okay, the Brussels sprouts are boiling. You can really smell the odor of them. Bacon pieces are kind of nice and crispy. I've emptied out the grease from that because I'm going to save that for cooking, beans at a later time. And a couple more minutes and we'll empty these out and then cut them in half. Alright, I chopped those in half. Now we'll actually fix them up in the skillet with some garlic, olive oil, the bacon, and the Brussels sprouts. Actually, with the garlic, olive oil, and the bacon, this smells great. And voila, you're done. This is the first dish to go in the fridge, and we'll move on to some of the others. Sorry, I kind of got in my head of myself. I did some stuff without filming. These are sweet potatoes. We're going to boil those. I don't have a big enough steamer basket. And I opened up a can of adobo chipotle peppers and adobo sauce. And I've been cutting those up, which will go into the sweet potatoes. Oh, sweet potatoes. We're almost done. I've been boiling them for about 15 minutes. Should be tender to touch. If not, I'll boil them for a little bit longer, but stirring them, I've already found that they're good to go. So now I will drain them, mash them, and add the chipotle pepper. Okay, I've drained them. They're really hot, so we're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter, some kosher salt, and the chipotle peppers, and some of the adobo sauce too. So here we go. And I tried some, and it tastes pretty darn good. Dogs seem to like it too. Is that good? Good, Maggie? Good, Lefty? Lefty's a hog. Hi, Maggie. But yeah, that's number 2. I am moving one of the big turkey, the 2 turkey breasts are still out there in the smoker. I'm moving this inside, and I'm going to cook it in the oven for a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to make chorizo dressing. And first, we'll cook the chorizo. So I'm heating up the pan, and we'll get started. Okay, cook the chorizo meat, put some oil in the pan, and now I'm going to insert the Trinity. So that's a lot of green pepper, onions, and celery. So we're just going to let that sweat for a few minutes, and then we'll add the chorizo back in, and then 2 cups of chicken broth, and then we'll mix it with, I bought I guess a package of herb stuffing mix for just making things a little bit differently this year. Sorry for shaking around. Okay, we sort of goes pretty good. We added the chorizo back in, which will stir it up. We'll add the chicken stock. Sorry, I'm trying to do 2 things at once. Concentrate on cooking and film and talk. So, 3 things at once. Almost like soup. But now we'll empty the breadcrumbs into this, and then add that. Oh, and plus butter. Always better with butter. Now to take that and put it in here. I'll fold it in gently, and then we'll mix it up and put it in a baking dish. And there's the stuffing. It's kind of packed down because I flattened it out because I'm going to put a lid on it. So that's number 3. Well, the turkey I moved inside is done. I've checked the temperature with the internal thermometer. It is over 165. So now I'm going to let it rest, and then we'll carve it up. I pulled the other 2 from the 2 turkey breasts from outside and put them in the oven. So I'll bring those up to temperature, make sure it's cooked, and we'll be good to go. And the 2 are out, all fully done. Tested with the temperature. This one has rested for around an hour. And God, does it smell good in here. So. And there we go. That's turkey. That's turkey. And then another turkey in here. The dressing, Brussels sprouts, and sweet potatoes. And then tomorrow we'll make the artichoke dip and maybe sausage balls if we have time. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.